The most dangerous person in your life is not the enemy pointing a gun at your face. It is the friend standing behind you with a knife. History is full of betrayed kings and fallen empires, but if you look closely, the person holding the dagger is rarely a stranger. It is almost always someone they trusted, someone they broke bread with, someone they loved. Psychologists call this the Judas Effect. It is the biological reality that betrayal hurts more than physical pain because it breaks our fundamental need for social safety. You probably have someone in your life right now who makes you feel uneasy. You cannot put your finger on it. They smile, they ask how you are doing, but your stomach turns every time their name pops up on your phone. Listen to that feeling. I am going to give you the 7 psychological signs that reveal a frenemy. These are the red flags that usually go unnoticed until it is too late. Here is how to spot a traitor in 60 seconds or less. Number 1, the backhanded compliment. This is the most common weapon in the frenemy's arsenal. It is subtle, deniable, and designed to lower your status while sounding like praise. Imagine you get a promotion. A frenemy says, "Wow, congratulations. I am surprised they picked you, considering how stressed you were last year, but good for you." Did you hear it? The first part pulls you up. The second part pushes you down. Psychologically, this is called passive-aggressive dominance. They need to remind you that even in your moment of victory, you are still flawed. They disguise an insult as a compliment so that if you get angry, they can say you are being too sensitive. Pay close attention to the word actually. You actually look good today. You are actually pretty smart. This word implies that your success is a shock to them. It reveals their true low opinion of you. If you hear this often, stop sharing your wins with them. They are not clapping for you. They are clapping because they have to. Number 2, the public saboteur. Have you ever noticed a friend who is perfectly nice when you are alone, but the moment a third person enters the room, their personality changes? Suddenly, they start making jokes at your expense, they bring up embarrassing stories, they point out a stain on your shirt that they ignored 5 minutes ago. This is the public saboteur. When you are one-on-one, you are equals. But when there is an audience, they feel a desperate need to be the alpha. The easiest way to look big is to make you look small. This is driven by deep insecurity. They view social interactions as a zero-sum game. If you confront them, they will say, "I was just joking, bro." But remember this rule: a joke is only funny if both people are laughing. If you are the only one not laughing, it is not a joke. It is an attack. Number 3, the grief tourist. This is one of the darkest types of fake friends. The grief tourist is obsessed with your pain. When you lose your job or go through a breakup, they are the first person to call. They want every detail. How did it happen? What did she say? At first, it feels like empathy. But look closer. Are they offering solutions? No, they are just mining you for information. They are consuming your tragedy like entertainment. In psychology, this is Schadenfreude, the pleasure derived from another person's misfortune. Your pain makes them feel better about their own mediocre life. The test is simple. Stop feeding them the drama. Tell them, "It is tough, but I am handling it. I have a plan." Watch their reaction. A true friend will be relieved. A grief tourist will seem disappointed. If they seem bored by your stability but excited by your chaos, cut them off. Number 4, the one-ooper. You run 5 miles, they ran 10, you slept 5 hours, they slept 3. This is the one-upper no matter what you do. They have done more no matter how much you suffer, they have suffered more. This constant competition is a sign of pathological narcissism. They cannot stand not being the center of attention. They view every conversation as a battle for significance. The problem is that there is no room for you in this relationship. A friendship requires listening. But with these people, you are just a background character in the movie of their life. If you try to share something important, they will hijack the conversation within seconds. You will leave every interaction feeling drained and unheard. That is not a friendship. That is a monologue. Number 5, the joy thief. This is the opposite of the grief tourist, but just as dangerous. Watch the face of your friend when you tell them good news. You bought your dream car, you just got engaged. A real friend's eyes will light up. They will share your vibration. A frenemy cannot hide their micro-expressions. For a split second, you will see it. A flash of anger. A dead look in the eyes. Then they will put on the mask, but they will try to puncture your balloon. You bought a new car? Nice. The insurance on those is crazy expensive though, right? They cannot let you have a pure moment of joy. They have to inject a drop of poison into your cup. This comes from deep-seated envy. They see your success as a reflection of their own failure. Number 6, the flake. Time is the most valuable currency we have. How a person spends their time tells you everything about their priorities. We all know the flake. They cancel plans at the last minute constantly. Sorry, something came up. Once is life, a pattern is disrespect. The flake keeps you as a backup option. They make plans with you just in case nothing better comes along. But if a better party appears, they drop you. It creates a dynamic where you are always waiting and they are always choosing. It destroys your self-esteem. But the worst part is when you really need them, the flake is never there for the emergency. They are only there for the party. If they are not consistent, they are not your friend. They are just an acquaintance wasting your time. Number 7, the gut instinct. This is not a behavior. This is a biological alarm system. Evolution has designed your brain to detect threats millions of years faster than your conscious mind can process them. Have you ever hung out with someone and just felt drained? Your chest feels tight, you feel anxious, but you do not know why? That is your limbic system screaming at you. It picked up on thousands of microsignals your conscious mind missed. The fake smile, the aggressive tone, the lack of eye contact. We often tell ourselves, don't be paranoid, he is a nice guy. We try to rationalize the bad vibes away, but your body does not lie. If you have to constantly explain to yourself why someone is a good friend, they probably aren't. If you have to walk on eggshells, that is not friendship. That is a hostage situation. Trust the silence. If your gut tells you to run, do not ask for a reason. Just run. So, what do you do if you realized you have a Judas in your circle? You do not need a dramatic confrontation. That is what they want. They want the fuel. Instead, use the gray rock method. Be as boring as a gray rock. Stop sharing your secrets. Stop sharing your wins. Give them nothing but polite, empty words. Without the fuel of your emotions, they will get bored. They will drift away to find a new victim. Remember, the quality of your life is the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. One drop of poison can ruin the entire well. If you recognize someone in this video, do not hesitate. Cut the cord. If you want to know more secrets about human nature, subscribe, but do it quietly.